euer Foxgirl. Mein Name ist Plifia. Willkommen zur 100. Episode meines Honkai Story Let's Plays. Kaum zu glauben, dass wir schon bei der 100. Episode sind. In der letzten Episode hatten wir ja, nachdem uns die ganzen Events dazwischen kamen, die Infiltration der Jünger des Sanctus Medicus fortgesetzt und sind jetzt auf der Suche nach der Alchemistin Danshu. Ich würde sagen, wir machen nämlich jetzt einfach mal weiter. Such mal Danshu. Nicht uns ja irgendwelche Pillen hier heben, die wir zum Glück nicht genommen haben. Aber die haben sich herausgestellt, als etwas von den Jüngern des Sanctus Medicus. Natürlich ist sie jetzt weg.
Isn't here. Where could she be? I've got it. Danshu's medicine box has her scent on it. I'll ask the Deeding that Qingzu lent me to track her.
Qingzu, okay. Ich hatte sie mal Qingzu genannt, aber okay. Die Ting folgt Danshus Pferd und führt dich zur Kunsthandwerkskommission.
Time to come out, little Deeding. I need you to help me find Danshu.
Da ist der Ding, ne? Achso, wir müssen den R-Knopf drücken. Cat and Mouse Time, ja. Und Puzzle? Ich meine, wenn wir schon hier sind. Der Hexanexus ist ein Raumverbindungsgerät, das von einer geheimnisvollen Organisation in der Kunsthandwerkskommission hergestellt wurde. Ihm wurde kaum Beachtung geschenkt, weil er zu schwer zu verstehen ist. Um den Hexanexus zu aktivieren, interagiere mit ihm und löse das Puzzle. Dreh den entsprechenden Bereich des Hexanexus so, dass der physische Block des Hexanexus den Platten auf beiden Seiten entspricht. Wechsel zwischen verschiedenen Seiten des ausgewählten Hexanexus. Dreh die gewählten Seiten. Dreh den Blickwinkel. Okay. Da unten ist eine hin. Okay. Achso. Nein, Cypher. Please don't make it harder next time. Hat die gerade gesagt, the kittens eating well tonight? Here's kittens? Hunting kittens? Huh, interesting.
That's Danshu. With a group of disciples. I guess that tells me all I need to know.
Master, stand
Hey,
back.
Danshu.
Let me handle this.
Meister, der Prinzeps? Ist der oberste Anführerin der Jünger?
Stand
Interessant.
down. She's a friend.
Many of our brethren have fallen by her hands.
Yes, I am aware.
But
I said she's my friend. Leave us.
yes, Master.
I didn't expect you to come looking for me.
Du bist der Boss der Jünger des Sanctus Medicus?
The head. What a crude way of putting it. I am master of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, scion of merciful Medicus, and I shall lead the entire Xianzhou Alliance onto the path of abundance. Did you ingest the Broomdew concentrate pellet I gave you?
Nein,
I admire
hab ich
your
nicht.
vigilance. What a shame. So many elixir seekers arrive on the Sanzhou in the hope of obtaining the formula to immortality. But none have succeeded. Their aspirations are well founded. The Xianzhou does indeed harbor the secret to becoming immortal. I admire you. So, I thought I'd give you the chance to obtain it. The Broomdew concentrate pellet will turn you into a long-life species. You will feel the limitless freedom of the form bestowed upon you by merciful Medicus. By not taking it, you are foregoing its benefits. Such a pity. Though, as your friend, I respect your choice. Friend, please, I urge you to leave the Luofu. Abandon this struggle. The truth isn't what
Das
it
geht nicht.
appears to be. What did the minions at the seat of divine foresight tell you about this conflict? That the Rainbow Arbiter is the emissary of the righteous? That the Arbiter is chasing the heathen plagues author across the stars, while the disciples of Sanctus Medicus
Ja,
bet their
sowas
heads?
Ähnliches. Sowas Ähnliches hat der Tingyun uns erzählt, ja.
Do you really think that is the case? You don't understand merciful Medicus, nor the devilish archer author, but you understand me. Do you see me as such? I do not ask for you to pick a side. I just wish for you to leave the Luofu, to leave this all behind. This isn't your fight, and I do not wish to make an enemy of you.
Oh, schwere Entscheidung. Sie hilft dem kleinen armen Mädchen, also ich würde sie gerne gehen lassen. Hier, lass mal sie gehen.
Since neither of us is eager to engage in combat, let us respectfully part ways. I have been thinking. The devilish archer author is not a benevolent god, nor is merciful Medicus a malevolent one. Your choice to align with Jingyuan was simply due to meeting him first.
Möglicherweise stimmt das sogar.
Most unfortunate. Had you known me first, perhaps we could have been good friends.
Master, we should leave now.
I sincerely wish that this will be our last meeting. Farewell, Nameless.
I'd better report my findings to Qingzhou at the seat of divine foresight.
Yep. Reporten wir. Und dann können wir endlich die Hauptstory fortsetzen. Deshalb ist ja deshalb haben wir ja die Nebenstories gemacht, sonst hätten wir die Belohnung für die 2 Nebenstories und die 2 Nebenstories verloren. Und wir wollen ja schon so viel wie möglich erleben. Auch die Nebenstories. Deshalb machen wir alle Nebenstories, die verloren gehen würden, bevor wir die Hauptstories fortsetzen.
How did it go? Did you manage to locate Don Shu?
Du unterbrichst Queen zu und dann berichtest ihr alles, was in der Kunsthandwerkskommission passiert ist.
So you weren't able to apprehend her. I see. These people have been in hiding for so long. They must have a more nefarious plan. I've got to apprehend them quickly. Once again, thank you for all your help. With your intel, we will put a stop to Don Shu.
Ich hab die gehen lassen, weil sie dem kleinen armen Mädchen hilft. Sonst hätte sie nicht gehen lassen. Ich hab seit Tagen ein Haar im Auge, als sie rauskommt. Unangenehm. Das hält mich nicht davon ab, aufzunehmen.
Jingyuan tells me you'll be joining the forces led by the Alchemy Commission and Master Diviner. I won't take up any more of your time. Please, take good care of yourself. If you run into Donshu again, contact the nearest Cloud Knights. Take this as a token of my appreciation. You deserve it.
Hydras in Hülle und Fülle. Erlebe dann Shus Geschichte. Seht ihr, hätten wir die geskippt, hätten wir die ganze Geschichte verloren. Das wäre sad gewesen. Man möchten ja die Geschichte erleben. So, können wir die Hauptstory fortsetzen?
Master Diviner, you're back.
Ja, das setzt sich automatisch fort. Bedeutete, geht keine Mission verloren.
I have kept you waiting, but the deceit of the disciples is laid bare to
Oh
me
ja, das
now.
ist tingyun. Bitte erzähl uns diesmal die ganze Wahrheit.
Apologies. To avoid dissemination of intelligence, the General and I kept the involvement of the disciples to ourselves. It is a clandestine organization that seeks to overthrow the Alliance. Before the Stellaron disaster, the disciples had remained veiled in shadow for years. Their emergence reflects their intricate connection to this calamity.
The conflict is difficult, Master Diviner, but you have led your forces from the front lines and beyond in pursuit of the enemy. Admirable work.
Hardly. A diviner must acquire first-hand knowledge in order to calculate the future. Collecting intelligence in this way assists me in achieving the right answer. Wait, what's all this about a difficult conflict? The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been scheming for a long time, but our army is in no way inferior. How can things be so difficult?
Bitte uns doch endlich um Hilfe.
It would seem you came prepared.
The first time we met Madame Yukong, she said something like, "This is a Xianzhou affair, and there's no need for the Express to get involved." And now here we are
That's it.
running around doing everything. Even the IPC takes it easier on us. Let me guess. What are we up to this time? Could it be heading to the front lines? Leading the Cloud Knight charge? Well, try this on for size. Nope! I can't stand any more of this fighting. So there.
Who said you'd be heading to the battlefield?
We're not?
Wir werden wahrscheinlich. Wahrscheinlich werden wir.
Jingyuan's orders. He said that the value of unexpected guests lies in the unexpected. The Cloud Knight's assault was to demonstrate our power to the enemy head-on. Now it is time for the unexpected. Please, come with me.
Und freuen wir ihr doch
After
mal.
receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy Commission was once the Luofu's most vital commission. After all, it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long-life species. They also developed many incredible technologies from the tree itself.
Ich versuche den Discresex hier nicht zu verpassen. Die Miserable Conversations.
But in the end, the
Aber die
alchemists
könnten wir
grew
wahrscheinlich
discontented and began to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it, the more they longed for it.
Könnte man vielleicht verpassen. Das möchte ich nicht.
Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
What huge elixir crucibles!
smoke coming out of them. This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the arbor, turning fantasy into reality. Since the smoke from the crucibles never ceases, this place was named Eve Mist Mansion. An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Indeed. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit Mara.
Clever.
Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one can know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara. Is there anything better than fear for destroying the morale of an army?
The Cloud Knights' first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
Das ist auch clever. Moment, ich muss mich mal hier ein wenig bewegen.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you.
Entschuldigung. Der Rauch kann uns nichts anhaben. Der Rauch kann uns nichts anhaben.
Indeed. This demonic vapor is a weapon targeted against the Cloud Knights. The ambrosial arbor is taboo for the Lafu, and the Xianzhou alliance has always been fiercely independent. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus could never have guessed that the general would seek outside help. They won't be prepared against short-life species.
Is this what General Jingyuan meant by unexpected guests?
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality, one step at a time.
Ich hab nicht vor, nach ihrer Pfeife zu tanzen.
I
Ach,
do not wish to be
Idioscript.
their puppet either. In any case, we do not walk alone and unhindered on our paths. Our choices define us and influence others. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Lafu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you?
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here, Mr. Yang, what do you think?
Wir helfen.
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates. You won't be left to fend for yourselves.
Natürlich helfen wir. Warum sollte man denn nicht helfen, ne?
Huh. I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering.
Red mal schnell noch mit ihr.
What? It's not too late to practice holding my breath.
Dir scheint es durchaus gut zu gehen.
We're still far from the elixir crucibles. I'm no healer, but I do know that dosage is important in the application of poisons. Even so... Okay, I admit it. I'm terrified. I'm still young. I don't want to become Mara-struck so soon.
Dann solltest du dich besser von der Front zurückziehen.
Out of the question. Tingyun gave me authority over the Cloud Knights. If I can't stand on the front lines, then how can I succeed him as a general? How can I win the hearts of the people?
Ist dieser Hauch auch wirklich ungefährlich?
Do you not trust me? If I told you I wasn't certain, would you turn back on the spot?
Du hast nicht die geringste Ahnung, oder?
Nonsense! I'm very certain. 100%! Though I'm sure a little reassurance wouldn't hurt. You don't know what being Mara-struck actually means, do you? The healers believe that the Mara-struck condition is related to memories. Unsurprisingly, long-life species have long lifespans, but there is a limit to the brain's capacity.
Oh ja, das stimmt. Wenn du unsterblich bist oder sehr, sehr alt werden kannst, ist irgendwann dein Gehirn frei. Stimmt, da hab ich gar nicht dran gedacht.
After centuries and millennia, a long-life species' emotional threshold becomes higher and higher. Simultaneously, their memories fade and become dull under the erosion of time, leaving behind only the most extreme and vivid recollections, which are almost guaranteed to be memories full of anguish and regret. Do you understand now? The fate of all long-life species is to no longer feel joy and happiness, left only with hatred and regret etched into the heart. Under such extreme conditions, a person's ego starts to crumble. And that is the beginning of the Mara-struck condition.
Also wenn die das so erklärt, ziemlich creepy.
Short-life species don't need to worry about this. Feel better?
Phew, I do. I never had memories to begin with.
No, you still don't understand. The condition isn't caused by memories, but by the emotional threshold having been... Never mind. You can regard it as a memory issue.
Wie groß sind die Streitkräfte der Jünger des
Only a
Sanctus Medicus?
handful of converted alchemists and healers. They can drive fantastic creatures into battle and strengthen their bodies with medicinal pellets. But they are no match for the Cloud Knights. That's why they decided to spread this demonic vapor. There is a gulf in strength between us, yet they still emerged into the open and rebelled. Something isn't right. They must be waiting for some shift in fortune.
Ich
I will
überlasse
come at
die
once when
Sache
the
dir.
crucibles are doused and the smoke dissipates.
Alright. Das war wahrscheinlich sehr missbarer Dialog. Abwärts bitte. Na gut. Na gut, na gut.
Oh, wait, Miss Tingyun! Why are you still here? You're too close to the crucible!
Thank you for the concern, but I'm fine. The General commanded me to stay with you. I dare not go against military orders.
Your life is more important, Miss Tingyun. Go back. We can explain to the General.
There's really no need. I've spent my years traveling the universe. Not to mention, I'm younger and stronger than I look.
Not a good sign to be
Even you
empty-handed.
benefactors have probably lived longer than me.
You can't get rich by it.
Cat mouse time!
Right. Genau, Knöpfe drücken. Der Kessel wird immer weniger und verstummt auch. Der aufsteigende Lauf verflüchtigt sich
Seems like
langsam.
the smoke is getting thinner.
Not thin enough. We need to hurry.
Die klaut doch, oder? Ja.
Turn it off! Why did you turn it on?
Oh, jetzt habe ich ihn eingeschaltet. Hoppala. Das wollen wir natürlich nicht.
Cat and mouse time!
Ich spart uns so viele Kämpfe gerade, wie ihr seht.
So, you succeeded in dowsing
Okay, jetzt habe ich ein Gespräch gemisst.
Unimportant. The inevitable is already upon us.
Danshu. It's you.
I have met you before in my capacity as Chief Alchemist, Master Diviner. You don't seem surprised.
Indeed. The General and I knew that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. However, without evidence, we couldn't bring charges before the commissions. We had to wait for you to show yourselves.
Alles erklärt, warum wir die Mission vor der Mission machen mussten. Damit wir wissen, wer dann Shu ist. Okay, das macht Sinn.
And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the Ambrosial Arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The Ten Lords Commission will address these transgressions during the reckoning.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took. How is it a crime to seek ascendance? In days of old, the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor enveloped the Xianzhou like a living creature. We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. Everyone could become celestial and shift form at will. Divine miracles descended onto all 9 Xianzhou ships. What a glorious time that was. How far the Xianzhou has fallen. We consent to be commanded by the devilish archer. Suffer continuously at the hands of the denizens of abundance. And the Ten Lords Commission even forces us to give up our immortality. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the Ambrosial Arbor first descended, nor did we witness its miracles. But now, we now have an opportunity to restore the ancient laws.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power and give up on their humanity. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death. Your deeds are nothing but evil.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. You have discarded power. A most foolish choice. Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the Celestials were capable of.
Take it off!
Eternal.
Nice second, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
You can't run!
That's all you got?
Genau, unsere Cycle recordet leider nur 8% im Moment. Mal wir die Items noch nicht haben.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Da wird's mehr Reborn gegangen.
Don't fight!
Naja.
Found me!
damit aufhören?
You wish. Embrace a new life.
Hey, Drache, explodieren und heil uns mal. Thanks, Miss Alalache. Oder Mrs. Drache.
Some value I s-
Life is not.
petal in life. All will be swept away by the wind.
Time to mix things up.
So this is the warmth of life.
Friends? Indulge yourselves!
You want to take advantage? Come to me. Our cute plate with enough believers. Lies become reality. Yes.
There's more to life.
You can't run.
Communicate.
How's this
Oh je, meine.
Shall remember this moment.
Ja, da wollen nicht an die Items dran kommen.
Fight so I can leave early.
Wo Cypher mehr Damage recorden kann.
Value, I suppose.
Ist hier echt schwach im Vergleich.
Embrace a new
Könnte
life.
deutlich stärker sein. Ich würde sagen, na, wir brauchen halt den ziemlich der Austauschen gegen Aglea fürs Erste. Bis wir die Items haben. Aber ich brauche den Team, damit wir unsichtbare Gegend sein können.
Time to mix things up.
I shall remember
Life
this
like
moment.
my friends?
Weil wir eben sicher 5 oder 6 Kämpfe gespart haben, nur dafür, dass wir Cypher hatten.
Life is built here.
You can't run.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
In the mood for another big. How's this taste?
So this is the warmth of life.
Found me.
Amateur.
Come to me.
Our cute with enough believers. Lies become reality.
Yes.
Time to mix things up.
Built here.
You can't run.
Embrace a new life. May death protect us.
Die Aglea wäre für den Fall besser gewesen,
There's more to life. Existence is unity.
weil sie keine Quantenschwäche hat, sondern Elektro.
How's this taste?
Thanks.
Life like
That
my
feels
friends?
way better.
Indulge yourselves!
Found me.
Please, as you wish. Don't fight so I can.
I'll take it on.
Step up, let's see ya. Time to mix things up.
Thanks.
Deshalb kann man die auch gerade nicht sprechen.
You want to take advantage?
Life built here.
Found me.
Enjoying yourself.
Don't come to me.
Our cute with enough believers.
Letztes
Lies
Bereichen
become
hoffentlich.
reality.
Ja.
Why? She said. The Emperor's
Cutscene. Oder? Nein, keine Cutscene.
will bring us undying bodies. The one who gave us the Stellaron said that. Pantilia, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have fulfilled our promise. You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Little pawn. Must you force me to intervene directly? I'm loath to flout my philosophy of destruction.
Tingyun ist von Tilia.
Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of
Ich
dismantling
meine,
the
sie hat
Sinjo from
Vertiliak
within.
gesagt. Und tingyun antwortet. Katzi.
What a shame.
Ja, Katzi.
It would have been nice to observe for a little longer. You received the gift of abundance.
Ah, der Nick Snap. Der war ja ein Meme im Internet.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Lord Ravaging. I have come to see set in motion the self-destruction of the Cienjo.
Miss Tingyun, is the Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion? But how can that be?
Keep calm, all of you. This is a formidable enemy. We have to stay together. Take it on.
Eternal.
As you wish. You can't run.
That's a
Okay.
nice sight, my friend. Indulge yourself!
Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
Drei Runden. Die Anzeige da ist auch mit den. Ich glaube, er ist mit 3.0 oder so dazu gekommen, dass die Rundenzahl angezeigt wird. Oder ist mir zumindest dann erst aufgefallen. Kann auch sein, dass er schon länger da ist, als mir jetzt aufgefallen ist.
Enjoying yourself? Take it on. Our cube, with enough believers, life become reality.
Some value, I suppose. Please cherish this time.
As you wish. You can't run.
You are fortunate that Zephyr and Serenova never set their gaze upon the Cienjo.
Sefi? Was? Sefibo?
Dealing out destruction by their own hand. But since that stubborn general of yours has forced me to take center stage, I'll make sure I steal the show. My apologies for leaving so soon, for I have an appointment to keep. I'm sure my friends here will be happy to
Swept away by the wind. So fragile. Root here.
Found me.
Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
Oh ja, Tingyun ist von Talia. Eine Verwüster-Fürstin.
Some
Und die
value,
Materie
I
Legion.
suppose.
Holy Macaroni.
You can't run.
As you wish.
How's this taste?
Thanks. That feels way
Nice
better.
sight, my friend. Indulge yourself!
Take it on. Found me.
Root here.
Don't fight. Succumb to fate.
In the mood for another time to mix things up.
Our cube, like with enough
Und
believers,
ich hab wieder
life
keinen,
become
der
reality.
den Damage-Typen entspricht. So wir können wieder die Burgleister
There's
nicht
more to
senken.
life. Eternal. Please cherish this time.
Blockierten Team Flug gebraucht. Die
You wanna
hätten viel
take it
Team
back?
ist, glaube ich, besser geworden. Naja.
How's this taste?
So this is
Nice
the
sight,
warmth of
my
life.
friend. Indulge yourself!
Found
Oh,
me.
der Kampf, da dauert der Kampf halt ein paar Minuten länger.
It ain't over.
Every petal, all will be swept
Weil
away by the
Pollux,
wind.
der Drache kümmert sich schon drum. Pollux, ja.
Embrace a new life. Return to dust.
You can't run.
Who's here? Found me.
In the mood for another beating? How's this taste? Nice, psychic, my friend. Indulge yourself!
Existence is unity.
Our cute play session is over. The lie that everyone believes in becomes a reality. Gotcha.
So cute.
Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss Tingyun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along? And what was that fire that came out of her? And her body? Where did it go? Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
Yang?
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Phantilia, a name I've heard other nameless speak of in the past. She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Meaning that Tingyun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
I don't believe so. Phantilia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out, until the obliteration of both is achieved. But there was no indication that Tingyun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Tingyun we knew wasn't her true self, but an image
Was man die echte
Phantilia
Tingyun?
devised to serve her own purposes.
Das heißt Tingyun?
You're saying that the real Tingyun is still...
I'm sorry, Marge. I can't say with any certainty where the real Tingyun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer. At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Tingyun, it does raise the question of why Phantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave Tingyun's remains behind as a display of power? I believe this to be Phantilia's goal: to sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Sanzhou citizen, planting a Stellaron in a Luofu, all part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Phantilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We must stop her. We need to take a starskip to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The Ambrosial Arbor can be sealed from that cell. Let's make haste.
Okay, dann nehmen wir jetzt mal das Sternenschiff, also Sternskip. Fahren zur neuen Map und dann beenden wir die Episode.
That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large.
Über Tingyun.
It all happened so suddenly. But looking back, I think Mr. Yang was right. Tingyun was behaving strangely. She was fascinated with the Abundance's creations.
Since she was an Amicastor dispatched by the Skyfaring Commission, it's evident that there must indeed be a person with her name in the commission. We'll have to let the Cloud Knights get to the bottom of what happened to the real Tingyun. As for the Tingyun who accompanied us all that way, it's like what Mr. Yang said. Her appearance was designed to sow seeds of doubt among us. We cannot allow ourselves to fall into her trap.
Über die Schuppenklamm.
It is a delve governed by the Vidyadhara, supposedly an ancient oceanic region transferred from the Vidyadhara home planet. After the ambrosial arbor was broken in two during the war, its roots were left gnarled and broken. Yet it never died. The Alliance decided to seal the arbor within Scale Gorge Waterscape, entrust it to the High Elders of the Vidyadhara, and rely on the power of long scions to constrain it. It has been so long. No one knows whether the seal remains. Even if it does, I doubt it will hinder that spectral Lord Ravager.
Wo ist tingyun?
I've reported the current situation to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He made no further contact after we communicated at the Matrix of Prescience. He said he had important matters to personally attend to. The situation stands on the edge of a precipice. We must trust in the General.
Die Zeit drängt, gehen wir. Es ist schon eine Weile her.
This is...
Die Alchemie-Kommission.
Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
Gemeindewitter haben uns eingeladen, sie zu begleiten. In deinem Heimatland gibt es ganz schön große Schmelztiegel. Golden-Elixierraum? Warum seid ihr beim Golden-Elixierraum? Navish konnte nicht gesendet werden.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three. The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade? I've delayed for too long. I need more information.
So, dann beenden wir die Episode an der Stelle. Und machen hier in der nächsten Episode weiter. Wenn sie wieder zum Leben erwachen, töte sie einfach erneut. Besiege den Meisterprinzip der Jünger des Sanctus Medicus. Das war's dann für dieses Video. Danke fürs Zusehen. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Wir sehen uns in meinem nächsten Video wieder.